Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to G Bear's Off-Grid Ways, a homestead in the desert. I should say a hunkering down homestead in the desert. The winds came up about 3 o'clock this morning and woke me up. It sounded like a hurricane outside. I mean, it was really howling. And I got up and checked it, and we were up above 30 miles per hour in the wind, so it was really moving pretty good. And there was some gusts there for a while. I thought might have been over the limit for my greenhouse, but it held out through the night, and now we're down to about 14 miles per hour coming directly out of the west. And you can see there's 66% chance of rain. Well, it's sprinkling right now, and it's only supposed to be a trace, about 3/100ths of an inch is what they're saying is what we're supposed to get out here today. But I find it kind of funny that for a whole week going up to the Super Bowl, there was no trails behind any planes in the sky. And then as soon as the Super Bowl was over, the sky was full of planes leaving trails behind them, crisscrossing the whole sky. And then, look what happened to the sky. Well, it's been overcast like this all day. I mean, since I got up this morning, I think there was a little peak of sunshine up by the mountains, but other than that, really nothing to write home about. So we're going to step outside here, and ooh, it's chilly out here. Ooh, well, maybe I shouldn't be outside with shorts on. That'll be the day. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah. So what do we got in here? We're at 13.3. 13.3. Still bringing in 94.6 volts on those big amorphous panels. And that's, I mean, we're at float on MPPT because I don't need any power coming in. We're on float here also on the Renogy Rover. Pretty interesting that we've got that much power on a day that is completely overcast. Just constantly overcast all day long and cold, and got plenty of power. So yeah, that's I had a question was how is the solar doing, and as you can see, it's doing just fine, and it's doing its job. And this thing hasn't worked. It's still working. It just hasn't come on since I put in that Midnight Classic. That thing controls my battery banks so well that it won't let them get over the point it needs for the settings in this to cause this to kick on. So if I want it to kick on, I have to do it by hand. There we are. The fan just kicked on down here to keep the solenoid cool. And right now, yep, this heating element's getting warm. So, and it drew me down to 13.1 volts. That's all. With a 300 watt heating element drawing off the batteries, it took me down 1/10 of a volt. Isn't that something? Pretty interesting. Yep, I'm satisfied with my 12 volt battery system here, and the only thing I'm not happy with is this one battery right here. It seems to tend to boil over, just that one, and all the others are fine, but this one, every now and then I have to take the 3 caps off, and then I use my hydrometer. I have to suck liquid out of this one and that one and add it to that one, because that one is low and these are over full. How it's transferring over, I don't know, unless it's got a crack inside the case between cells. I'll have to keep an eye on it, but other than that, it's the specific gravity on it is all the way up to premium height, so I don't need to replace the battery if it's doing fine. I just have to every now and then come in and transfer a little bit of fluid from two cells to the other. All the others are doing just fine. So that's it. Wanted to show you what was going on out here. And yeah, there's a little bit of mist in the sky right now. And it's a little damp. So all I did all day today was go into town and check my mail, picked up my mail, and then I came back here. Yeah, I'm getting hit in the face with mist here. I came back here, went back inside, had myself some lunch, and then I said, you know what? Got a nice time to take a nap. As you can see, the little droplets are on the barbecue here. That's the mist that's coming down inside of the fire pit here. And I'm walking right into it right now, so I'm going to head inside here. By the way, oh, look at the buckets all blue around. You see that one pet door right there that goes in the sliding doors? Well, I found that out in the desert. Somebody had dumped it. I found the other one too, but somebody had broken the glass on it. But that one that's about 16 inches wide is going to end up being the door, the front door to my solar dehydrator for dehydrating fruits and vegetables and things like that out of the garden, just using the sun. And I'll be building that pretty soon here. As soon as I get the garden house, well, I might even do it in between the finishing up the garden house, because if I get some good crops this year, which I'm hoping I do, I'd like to have that excuse me. I like to have that dehydrator going so that I can do some dried tomatoes and things like that. And maybe I'm not growing bananas, but I can pick up some bananas and do some dried banana chips and things like that. And I could make some beef jerky if the price of beef ever comes down. I think all the gold I'm finding out there in the desert, I'll have to save that up just to buy a steak. Jeez, ridiculous out there. Anyway, the tomatoes are getting taller and stronger. Still nothing on the nectarines popping up. This is a early Alberta peach graft on the cherry tree, and then so is this one up here. That's the one branch I cut off of my early Alberta peach tree out there, and actually I should be taking off all of this growth down here so that it doesn't compete with the scion. But I think I've got a pretty good modified cleft graft there, so we'll see if it takes or not, just as is without modifying anything. Other than that, doing just fine. There is a couple of little sprouts down low on this one. I may take those off so it doesn't steal from this one, but that's a good graft. It's nice and solid. And that was a bark graft with a T-cut. And they call it a T-cut because you cut it shaped like a T. You go across the top and downward, and you open up the two flaps so you expose the cambium layer, and then you cut a 45-degree angle on your scion and just shave the outer edge to expose the cambium layer, so that when you put it all together, the cambium layers of both the scion and the rootstock are touching each other. and then you seal it up. This is plastic tape on here. So once I notice that this is taking and I'm starting to see some growth on it, then I have to come and cut this this plastic and let some expansion grow there. Otherwise it gets just too tight. And it's not outside, so it's not going to get any rain or anything like that that would hurt it. So I'll be fine. And it's not supposed to go below freezing, so we'll see. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Here comes the rain, little darling. All right. So don't forget thumbs up down there. And don't forget to subscribe. It's still free. Absolutely 100% guaranteed to be free if you click that subscribe button and the little bell icon. That bell icon, all that does is it tells you when I post a new video so you don't miss anything. G Bear signing off.